When you show emotion, it's deemed as vulnerable, which is why I think a lot of men use logic more. It's a lot of ego stuff that they can't accept. I mean, I do get it. It's hard being a woman, obviously. You guys know it. I know it. And it's hard to be a man for different reasons. I think about how hard it must be to suppress your emotions. I feel it feels like at least it's minimum 20 years. Like, I feel like guys don't really unlock this. Obviously, some of them do, but I'm just like, holy shit. Like, I have been given the space as a woman to comfortably express my emotions. Granted, it's also because of like the expectations that are put onto women to handle emotions and yada yada. But on the flip side, I have a lot of empathy because even just like the men that are around me and in my life, I'm like, I see it in ways I don't want to say, like, don't take this in a belittling way. So something that I've just noticed in my friendships, and especially my close friendships, is when I ask a woman how she's feeling, what's up in her life, she's able to very clearly articulate that. She's able to tell me how she feels, how it affects her, and whatever. And when I ask a lot of my guy friends, they say, I don't know. And that is so interesting to me because I've never been able to, I don't have that. If you were to ask me, generally, I think I can like give you even a pebble. Like, I could be like, I think I'm anxious. You know what I mean? Or like, I'm feeling stressed. I'm feeling confused. But a lot of them answer and say, I don't know. And it's like, I'm like, they answered instinctively. They don't even, it's like, you're not even thinking. I'm like, okay, well, you could just take a moment and like sit with it and then we could talk about it. But even when they sit with it, it feels like they genuinely do not know. And I'm like, oh, holy shit, you don't have this muscle and you weren't given that space to do so growing up as a kid. Probably men don't cry. All that shit that's pushed onto you. And so you actually just don't have this muscle. And I notice it even with John. I'll be like, oh, how you feeling today? Or how did that make you feel? He's like, I don't know. So I'm like, huh, that like, okay. It kind of feels like to me, when somebody answers that, it feels like a dead end. And so I can't imagine what it feels like for them because I'm like, oh, this is a dead end. Like, I don't know how to help you. And so I'm just like, well, maybe we can like take some time, or like, where do you feel it in your body? What is the sensation? Is it spiky, sticky, like light? Like, you know what I mean? I like try to do that, but I don't know. Basically, this is if you're a man, I see you. I think it probably is really hard in the emotional department if it's not a muscle that you were given space to express. And now it's just literally second nature to not feel your emotions. And so when people ask you, you say, I don't know, because you actually genuinely don't fucking know, which is crazy. But hey, I implore you to take time to feel your feels. And you hear that all the time, but I think that it won't stick with you until you're ready to genuinely hear it or deep dive into that, or like understand, have the epiphany of like, oh, I actually have to feel my feelings, which means letting them flow through you instead of suppressing it down. The more that you resist, the more they insist. I do think that's true though. The more that you resist an emotion, the more it will stick with you forever. Like, especially negative emotions, they'll just be in there somewhere causing problems.